All right, my next guest at this time is originally from Harlan, Kentucky, but currently resides in Lexington. She's a model and an actress. She goes by the name of Ash Parker. She's with me right now. Hello there, Ash.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing real good. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining me on this busy night. Truly appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So, what got you started into the acting side of things? How did it all start off for you?
It actually just kind of happened 6 years ago. I had went to a casting call in my hometown, and I was actually taking my little girl who was 3 at the time, and Terry Muncie was holding auditions for independent film. And as soon as I walked in the room, they were like, "That's our Laurie," and asked me to read for a role. So I filmed with that and then ended up signing with Janice from the Studio Model and Talent Agency out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and met some people along the way and just been trucking ever since.
Speaking of casting, I noticed a few weeks ago in Lexington there was a casting call for Big Brother, and you were there. Um, what was that experience like?
They were just holding auditions with WKYT, and you just got in front of the video camera, and they asked you, what makes you think you'd be the best house guest, and what would you do with the money, and stuff like that. I wasn't there. It was like 5 minutes on camera trying to sell yourself pretty much.
And if they handpick, I definitely think you'd be a great choice,
Yeah, I do
considering
too. It'd be entertaining for sure.
considering that I've been checking out your YouTube videos, and you had a one. There was this one video when I think you had a rant about it, talking about leggings. You said all
Yeah,
leggings matter. Uh,
that's right. They
right,
do.
right. And number two, I think you did a video with your boyfriend. And I think it was you all were driving. I think it was at the
Yeah.
Tennessee or whatever, and y'all was playing some music.
Uh-huh.
My favorite part, that's when when the Pitbull song was played. You were just standing there, and then next thing you know, you out here jamming and dancing, and
That's right.
it was you are quite a trip. You are hilarious and a Southern girl. I love you, and I love me some Southern women. I love all kinds of women, but I love me some Southern girls. So,
Southern women are the best women.
oh yeah, absolutely. So, um, what else do you have in the works as far as acting? You have any upcoming films you want to promote?
Well, I was supposed to be in Big Smo's latest music video, but the day of the shoot, I had a family emergency and had to cancel. But we still keep in touch, and we're planning on working together in the future. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I've got a couple of calendar shoots coming up. One in Lexington with some local Lexington models. That's going to be with photographer Michael Huang and Anna Esposito. And then I'm going to have a big calendar shoot in a couple months for Bike and Babe for their 2017 calendar.
That
So now just maybe a couple of commercial shoots coming up, but it's not for definite yet.
that's awesome. And
Now you'll have to let me know if I start losing service because I'm literally in the middle of the mountains right now. I
well,
just got service when it was time to call in.
I hear you just fine. You sound very clear. You sound great.
All right, good.
So, um, one of these days, I definitely would like to meet you in person one day. Um,
Yeah, of
and do,
course.
what do you consider the biggest highlight of your career? One thing that stands out to you. It could be a movie you did, photo shoot. Like, what do you consider like the biggest highlight of your career?
I don't know. There's a couple of things. Like one of my most favorite moments was when I went to Phoenix, Arizona to promote the Dorothy and the Witches of Oz movie. It was the Lee Scott film. We went to Phoenix and had a golden carpet premiere. So that was really cool. And then, I love playing on Homicide Hunter. It's one of my favorite shows. And Carl Marino is a friend of mine. He plays Detective Joe Kinda. I've been on there as a victim, and Those shows are always pretty cool because it's actually, real events took place before and people are whack. And to have to reenact their characters is just wild sometimes.
Let's talk some Kentucky basketball, cause I know you're a Kentucky basketball fan.
Big
Um,
N.
big BN, Big Blue Nation, stand up.
Yep, that's right.
So I'm sure you're
I'm
always
disappointed that they lost but
yeah.
for
It was one of those seasons. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be for them to be champions. They've been through a lot.
yeah.
Labissiere was a disappointment. Um, but Murray and Eulis, they did what they could.
Uh-huh.
And Portress, in his he lasted 4 years, and at least he does have a
Yep.
championship in those 4 years. And we got some good prospect coming for next season. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Kentucky's always going to be in the hunt. And
Mhm.
Calipari, he's now coached for 7 years now, and
Right.
he's already exceeded expectations. At least he's got a championship, got multiple Final Fours. Um,
Mhm.
like I, I guess my expectations is at least to be a Final Four team next year. Um,
Yeah.
well, it's hard that it's tough to lose Murray for sure.
Uh-huh.
Eulis, hopefully he'll stay. Labissiere, hopefully he just stays so he can improve his game, redeem himself or whatever.
Right.
But
Mhm.
but as far as what else you enjoy doing other than acting and modeling? What are some? I guess I should ask you. What are some of your favorite hobbies you enjoy doing?
I love playing guitar. I've played guitar since I was 12. I've kind of picked it up and played with ear, taught myself how to play. I like doing that. And I paint from time to time. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I still hear you.
Before I leave service, I forgot I got to pitch a movie that's coming out that I just did in Louisville, Kentucky last year. It's Loss Prevention. We filmed that in Louisville, Kentucky with Matt Niehoff and Brian Cunningham. And it's got Al Snow and John Wells and Vernon Wells. So I'm looking forward to that coming out soon.
Wow, you just said Al Snow. I'm a fan of that dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan.
What's everybody want?
Hey,
That's right.
that Attitude Era was just great, and I still watch wrestling to this day. So,
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's
yeah,
very talented.
I do. You've definitely started to become one of my favorite local tweeters. Um,
I appreciate that.
yeah, I definitely enjoy your tweets. You can
Yeah,
follow
everybody needs to follow me
and
at _Parker.
you tweet about a variety of things. You show
Yeah,
you
say
show
what's on my mind.
yeah and you like The Voice. I know you tweet about The Voice. You tweet about
I love The Voice.
and
We just had a former Harlan County win The Voice this last
yeah
season.
Jordan
Jordan Smith.
Jordan Smith.
He's amazing.
Yes.
We got a lot of talent from our little mountains, so I'm proud to be from Harlan County, that's for sure.
Jordan Smith
That's
definitely.
actually where I'm headed right now, so headed to Whitesburg, Kentucky.
Jordan Smith definitely happy to see him win the season last year. Truly a true talent and a very great human being overall.
Right, much
And
deserved.
and he just recently released his debut CD, so
Mhm.
his future definitely looks bright. Um, and considering you've been acting for over 6 years now, you
Mhm.
definitely made a name for yourself locally. Um, what would your advice be to anyone that wants to get into acting and modeling for that matter? What would your advice be?
You just got to network, and that's the main thing. You just network, and it's all about who you meet in this industry, and just get your name out there, and don't be afraid to take chances. Anybody can do anything they set their mind to. You just got to, get the nerve up and do it.
Well said. And considering that the location that you are in, I definitely
Mhm.
appreciate you for calling in. And before
Yeah.
your service go off and anything, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go a little early. But
Alrighty.
thank you so much for your time, Ash Parker.
Yeah, thanks so much, Kenny. I appreciate it.
You are awesome. I just want you to
You
know
are awesome.
that. And hopefully one day we'll see each other.
Yeah, we
for
will.
sure. But continued success, and
Thank you.
you have a great weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You too.
All right, bye bye.
All right, bye-bye.
That was Ashe Parker joining me